All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Strong right. All right, now, lucky 56. Check. Motion to back.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check. Shift. Watch him now, Barney.
Tighten up. First carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey. 4 down. Over!
Now it's Hines. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself the best chance to win.
So and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
We got 4. Over!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now here come the Ravens. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun! 58's the mic.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That's the way to make it spin, baby. That's the way to make it spin.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! Hey, boys, we got 4.
Second down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! Move. Over! Watch him now, Barney!
Play fake. Mayfield. It's complete to Grant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go! Way to go, D!
Mayfield down from the 50. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
4 down.
They go play action. Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Here we go. Set. 3-19.
Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney.
Mixon with a first down carry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's it, baby. That's it.
On second down, Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Hey, that's the way to finish.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. Here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Mayfield now on second down, eluding the pressure right. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now look at 56.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Gone!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Detroit!
It's a gain of 9 yards. And
No,
second and about a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Hey, over!
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he cuts it right sideline. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be.
Run! Yeah, baby! Boom!
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Alert! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get built.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Past the 20 and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 101 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
Give me the bell. Give me the bell.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
They'll start around with Hines, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4th.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here. That's running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Double tight. 4 down. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Hand off to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Double tight. Gun. Hey. 4 down.
Hand off to Hines to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check. Watch you now, Barney. 53's Mike.
This is Hines. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Run with Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that block.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. The open man is Westbrook. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. They're going to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Over! Here we go now. 3-19.
On 3rd down. That's Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd downs important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Double tight. 4 down. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get into the end zone and get you 6?
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first
now,
and 10.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
All right, now,
First
Lucky
red
56.
zone chance
Lucky
now for the
56.
Ravens. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
They give it to him running left. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
4 down.
They run forward with Mixon, and he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
Gun!
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. Throws for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tight end right.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Detroit!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. That is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down, even. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Stop the helmet, here we go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
We'll kick this one off. Number 28, ready to return.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
When you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Wide, get wide. Over.
They stay on the ground against Helms. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Let's go!
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And completes it to Westbrook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Finding his safety valve here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56.
So that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Watch him now, Barney.
Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last one. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lucky 56.
Once again, they work with Vincent. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Detroit! Detroit! You ain't going nowhere. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
58's the Mike. 58. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! They're not ready for this, man. They're not.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over!
And over they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. We got 4. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Blue 90!
4th down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Do your job. Gun!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Fights him off. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now running down out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play.
That's where you belong. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Hey. 4 down. Dash, go!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had 1 here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football. And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue. Exercise those fingers. They come out here in the aisle. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1st down, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Gun!
On second down, Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Trip. You got 3. Banjo.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. If you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
The first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 4 down. Detroit! Gun!
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Gun!
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Check 33. Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll run for it with Hines. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the 1st down with a few yards to spare.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Detroit!
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the man is Westbrook, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, they drag. That can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, they picked up the 1st down for him, too.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.